Chairman of the Parliamentary Committee on Public Finance, TNA MP M.A. Sumanthiran has highlighted several disparities between the budget speech and the actual contents of the budget. Now, in an interview published in the Lanka newspaper today, Sumanthiran underscored inaccuracies in the data that has been provided. Sumanthiran said that while it is clear that those who prepared the budget have in their possession confidential information regarding accurate budget information, these accurate budget figures are not revealed to the general public.
The Lanka newspaper published an extensive interview with MP M.A. Sumanthiran today on the basis of his experiences as the chairman of the Committee on Public Finance. Highlighting the lack of information that was submitted to the committee in the first place, Sumanthiran noted that budget estimations that were received were different to what is said in the budget speech, adding, quote, "This has been somewhat of a game for a long time," unquote. The chairman of the Committee on Public Finance noted that inquiries into a 5-year foreign loan had exposed a difference of 52.8%. Sumanthiran adds that when officials were questioned on this difference, they had claimed that there was a fluctuation in terms of currency since debt repayments were made in dollars. However, Sumanthiran reiterated that while fluctuation could occur, it does not justify such a large disparity. He said, quote, "Ultimately, this has become a game where data is manipulated and state revenues are overestimated and state expenditure is underestimated, resulting in the government having insufficient funds to spend on the general public," unquote. The Committee on Public Finance had also exposed the lack of oversight in keeping an inventory of vehicles issued to ministers following cabinet reshuffles, adding that in some cases new vehicles are provided to ministers when the whereabouts of vehicles that are no older than 6 or 7 months are unknown. Sumanthiran also revealed that while the committee had requested the fuel price formula during a meeting convened on the 25th of January, this information is yet to be submitted, adding that the only data that was provided were the fuel prices for the month in question. He claimed that officials of the Finance Ministry had not even attended the last meeting. Drawing attention to the National Budget Department, which is an institution that comes under the purview of the Ministry of Finance, Sumanthiran said, quote, "We can define it as just another cost centre run by a few officials attached to the Ministry of Finance," unquote. While noting that the purpose of continuing such a department is to use additional funds which were not allocated through the budget, Sumanthiran claimed that such institutions have been established with no scientific basis. Sumanthiran concludes that based on the differences between reported data and reality, he believes that the economic crisis Sri Lanka is facing is far worse than expected.
If they are showing that their expenses as a government are low, and if they are taking more loans and understating these values, we have to question as to why he continues to express his support to this government. In doing so and supporting the government, which is distorting the figures, he himself shows the public that he is acting based on an understanding with the Prime Minister. So while the government, through the budget, plans to bring the economy to its knees, Ranil Wickremesinghe plans to protect himself by increasing state revenue by burdening the people with soaring taxes.